You guys want to see the glitch? Let's check the glitch. Before they patch it, let's check the glitch. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter if I have dungeon or not for now. Like, what I want to test. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, so this combo is going to do 2,918 damage, right? Let's see from here. Oh, whoa, I think I got it. Check this out. Oh, definitely. We got it, guys. We got it. Oh, we got it. So remember, 2,918, I think. It's supposed to be 2,918. And now, the same combo does 3,611, which indicates a change in the scaling. So all of a sudden, the same combo is going to do a lot more damage. And obviously, this is true for any combo. So this is not just this specific combo right here. The problem with this, however, is you have to be kind of frame perfect. So what's going on, we don't really know why this happens. But like, I can show you, like, once again, just so you see that I'm not crazy. If I do the same combo, but I'm a little bit closer, like this, and I do the same combo, check the damage. The damage is 2,918. But with a specific spacing that I set up like this is frame perfect. You do significantly more. All of a sudden it's 3,611. And the reason why this happens, apparently, is because you need to do any action. If you do any action right before the stun, the scaling gets changed for some reason. I want to try some stuff to see what exactly changes about the scaling as well, though. We'll figure out exactly what the game is actually doing. I think the scaling is the same as if the opponent got hit instead of blocking it, but we can test that. So let's try to get 3,611 just by putting the opponent. Maybe we can't do that because maybe we can. At least we can approximate it. So if the opponent gets hit by this move, problem is the first hit will count towards the combo, but if you're blocking it, then, well, you're obviously not going to get the damage, right? But let's see if it's approximately first hit plus 3,611, something around that. The scaling is going to be slightly different, but let's see if it's going to be close to that. Oh, take a look at that. Oh, this is quite interesting. Even with the initial hit, the combo on block actually deals more damage. Wow, that's fascinating. I was expecting this combo to do more damage, but it actually does less damage. Fascinating stuff. So if you actually manage to land that glitch, it's gonna be very significant. Like, you're gonna be dealing a lot more damage. I really wonder, can you do that? Like, can you actually, is there a strategy around that? Let's explore some stuff here, okay? The problem with this is, if we go back to the perfect scaling, the spacing, we do block all. The problem with this is, you can actually do some interesting combos though, but the problem is you don't get to do the Denjin charge. Oh, never mind, you do! You do! Never mind, there's actually no sacrifice. Check this out, you can actually do the jump forward, Denjin charge, jump. It actually still works. Oh wow, so there's no sacrifice for Ryu. So you would have to check your own character, what the setup is. Characters that can have some kind of like charge that you have to do or perform a specific setup, it might be problematic to set up, like to get the setup that you normally want to get. But just because the scaling is different, this is honestly worth trying every single time. I don't see why you wouldn't want to try to do that. Can you still get the charge level 2 though? Let's see. I mean, at the very least, you can definitely get the regular conversion into level 3. The standard conversion into level 3 is unaffected. And like, that's not just level 3, that's also any combo that you are not doing with level 2, okay? But let's see, maybe the level 2 combo for Ryu is also not affected by this. Quite fascinating, let's check. So yeah, check this out. You can do this. You can do it. No problem. None of Ryu's combos are affected. You can actually still get it. I didn't combo properly. Let's combo properly, okay? Just so you see how much damage it's actually gonna do. I know I already have the Denjin charge, but in a real situation you won't have that. Ah, let's get the full thing. There we go. And like, it's normally, under normal circumstances, it's absolutely impossible to do 62% damage from a blocked Denjin charge, from a blocked stun scenario. The regular stun scenario is like, let's check the difference. Let's check the difference, okay? So if I do the normal scenario, see, like, the same combo is gonna do 1,000 damage less right there. It's a 6,166 versus 5,110. It's very significant damage difference. Wow, that's really nice for Ryu. Honestly, if you're even close to, this is gonna deliver a new strategy unless Capcom fixes this, right? So this bug is super interesting. By the way, you can perform any action. Let's actually try to perform this with a jab, just to see like a proof of concept, okay? So normally you would do a forward jump because you can hold it, okay? But you can do any action. So if I time it correctly, technically I should be able to jab. Wow, surprisingly difficult. There we go. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, see that? Yo, check the scaling. On the jab, it was different. Wait, what? What? Wait, why is the scaling different now? Did I do something differently? I did the same combo, right? I'm not crazy, right? I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on, guys. I think we figured it out. I think this is actually proof of what's going on. So what is actually happening behind the scene is the action that you do actually increases the scaling. So it's as if you're actually hitting the opponent. And I think it probably has something to do with the fact that you're not supposed to be able to do an action before the opponent gets stunned. So if you jump, the scaling is going to be at 100% because even though you're doing an action, the jump doesn't actually cause the opponent to get hit by anything. So the scaling is 100%. But if I jab, the scaling is going to be different. Let's try DP. I know the scaling on the DP is actually very severe. Let's see if it's gonna, like what it's gonna look like there. Fascinating. Let's do a Shoryuken now. Ah, I messed it up, my bad. It did 70% scaling. Is that normal? So if I do this, let's do the Shoryuken properly. See? Check this out. Now, the combo is actually gonna do less damage than the normal version without the glitch. Because the DP adds insane scaling. Like, I can show you the difference. If I do a donkey kick, for example, the scaling is gonna be much, much better. This is fascinating. Wow. I love this. This is a funny glitch. Wow. Let's go. So check this out. If I do donkey kick instead, the same combo is gonna do a lot more damage. Oh no! I'm actually gonna hit the opponent if I do that. Okay, maybe Tatsu? Nah, I'm gonna hit the opponent. It's truly fascinating. Let's do Hard Punch. Why did the Hard Punch not increase the scaling? Wait, Jab increases the scaling, but the Light Punch does not? I mean the other way around. Honestly, I'm not quite sure about like rules for scaling. Maybe the Hard Punch just does not add any scaling. That could actually be the case, honestly. What if I do counter hit? So the second hit, the jab, is going to be 100%. Yeah, take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is actually proper Street Fighter rules. If you combo from a Hard Punch, the next hit is going to be at 100% scale. If you do the same thing with a jab, it's going to be at 90%. If you do the same thing from a Light Shoryuken, it's going to be at 70%. Yeah, Fierce has different scaling from jab. So you're actually allowed to whiff a Fierce and you will still get the full combo damage. That's so fascinating! Why is that? There's like a really weird like condition that Capcom is checking in the stun scenario for some reason. I knew partially what's going on, but I didn't know that. All I knew was for some reason if you jump or do any action, then the scaling is going to be better. But in reality what's going on is the action that you do, whether it's jump, jab, hard punch, or whatever you want to do, is actually going to count towards the scaling of the combo. But then it still doesn't really answer any question because, okay, it adds to the scaling. But why do I get more damage? Medium punch, I mean, you can check medium punch here. Medium punch, just like Fierce, has a 100% scaling. So you can just do medium punch. But honestly, the safest way to do this is a jump. Unless, I mean, technically, no, that's not even true. That's not even true. This is actually funny. Because in this scenario, because you're basically frame perfect on this, if the opponent does not get stunned and you jump... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. So if the opponent does not get stunned and you're jumping, then you're susceptible to an attack. But if instead you do a medium punch, you can actually do the full combo without any risk whatsoever. See, full scaling. Instead of jump, I did the medium punch. Now, what I really like about this is there's actually a layer of skill involved because you can go for the guaranteed version, which is the jump, because you cannot mistime it, but you're at risk to get punished if you do that. If you do the medium punch version, like if you mistime it, you miss the glitch and you're going to do less damage. But if you get it, you get rewarded with a safer option to trigger the glitch without being susceptible. That's really nice, actually. Only problem is, Capcom is probably going to fix this. So we don't know exactly what's going on, but for some reason the scaling is much more favorable if you trigger this glitch. Oh yeah, we can try walking instead. Let's try walking. You're right. You're right, walking. Why make it so complicated when it can be so simple? Walking triggers the glitch as well. So yeah, never mind. Don't jump. Just walk. Walking is even way better than that because walking is going to increase your drive gauge. So you can walk, increase the drive gauge a little bit. If you do nothing at the same distance, does it still scale? We'll see. I mean, we can test. This is the perfect... No. I mean, it scales normally. If you do nothing, even though I know I'm at the right distance right here, but if I don't do anything, I get 80% scaling. It should say 100% if it's glitched. If I walk instead, I get 100% scaling. You see that? You can do the charge before stun, but that's risky because, like we've already established, this is very close to frame perfect, maybe frame perfect you need to be. So if you're just going to be charging, you're susceptible to a punish in that moment. So walking is a lot safer. But I'll show you. I can trigger it by doing the engine charge for sure. I mean, why am I... I should have just hard punched, right? Now I'm committed to do the full combo. You see that? Full damage right there. So it does work with the engine charge, which is nice to know, but you shouldn't do it. Honestly, for any character, I think it's very obvious. If you think you have the right distance, just walk forward. Walk forward, and if you're lucky, you're gonna get more damage in your combo. So this way, it's a lot more passive, and you're not actively thinking about the condition. I mean, maybe you should though, because if you know you trigger the glitch, then your combo route needs to be different. Because you might be thinking, hey, I'm going to be spending a lot of resources in round 1, but if you know you trigger the glitch, you might be able to kill without spending any resources. No, you don't have to tap it at the right frame. You actually just hold the button. You can just hold the button and it's going to work. So this is fascinating. Very fascinating. I didn't know that. Okay, but let's try something, okay? Because somebody mentioned earlier, at the very start, I thought I had it, and it looked like I was jumping before the stun occurred, and I didn't get the glitch state, right? So let's try to get to this position once again. Let me try to walk just a tiny bit back to see if I can still trigger the glitch, because if I can walk a little bit back, if the glitch doesn't get triggered even when I get the stun, it means that there is a very specific distance that you have to reach. So if you're like a little bit too far away, you might not trigger the glitch. So let's try that. You see that? That was like the microest of walks. This was a micro walk. I'm gonna save this state right here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, right? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Now let's save it. Let's save it. I still get the glitch. I'm still getting it. Honestly, I walked so little that it might just be the same distance. Let me walk a little bit more. No stun. So this is the distance where you get the stun, right? And the glitch. No stun. Yeah, I'm at the very, very edge at the moment. No, I can't. I'm pretty sure at the moment, the way I'm doing it, I'm at the very edge. So at this point, I'm pretty confident to say that what you need to do is you need to be exactly as far away as possible and still trigger the stun. And that's the condition that you need to meet. That's the only way. Like, let's try to move forward a little bit and see how much leniency we actually get for the stun. Okay, so we know from this distance right here, we get the stun, we get the glitch. Okay, now let's walk forward instead and see how much room we actually have. Okay, let's save this. Honestly, let's save it. There we go. I still get the glitch. Okay, okay. So it means that there's a little bit of leniency for sure. But even if I... So this is still glitched. Let's walk a little bit more. Okay, let's not save here. Let's try again. Ah, I broke it already. You see that? Let's try to walk less. So at this point, like, this is the distance where I walked earlier, and I still got the 100% scaling. Okay, so this is still the current save state. Let's try to walk a little bit less. Is that good? No, take a look at how precise you have to be. Let's walk a little bit. That was too much again, I think. Yeah, that did not trigger it. At this point, it looks really like you have to be precise. The way I'm moving just a tiny bit and it already breaks. I'm pretty sure what it means is if I need to have the specific distance where I get to move on a very specific frame before the stun occurs, and then it's gonna work. And there is a little bit of leniency for walking, but only tiny, like tiny. a tiny space that you get for that. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this. I'm obviously gonna put that on YouTube, right? I'm pretty sure we made some discoveries here around this right there. What do you guys think? Is Capcom gonna patch it? When is it gonna get patched? Let me know your comments below the broadcast or the YouTube video. And yeah, I personally think they're gonna be fixing this very soon. I don't think this is high priority to fix. I think the situation is not gonna come up frequently enough to matter, but it will be fixed. Almost certainly. It's so tight they should leave it. Honestly, I don't think this is correct. Was this caused by the maintenance patch? Probably not. I don't think this was caused by the maintenance patch. It looks like this was there from the beginning, but wasn't discovered until now, because you have to be at a very specific distance and you have to do something specific on top of it in order to even discover it. I can see this being hidden for the last 7 months, 8 months now, right?